Hi.
Hello, wonderful people. Episode 20 of Waters of the Deep. That means we all survived each other for 5 months. So, applause to you.
Yeah.
Yay. Uh, let's see. Let's do a quick recap. Otis got out of jail on quote unquote probation. Got a stack of jobs to do. Any jobs completed out of that stack past the 8 required will pay 1,500 gold each. The downside is all of those jobs are off island, so you guys would have to figure out some type of transportation and or acquirement of a ship. Take that however you wish. Um, what else? What else? Odes got a little frisky with the apothecary owner and managed to work out a deal where she would be providing water breathing potions in exchange for collection of some herbical plants on your journeys. List to be
Yeah,
determined.
buddy.
You do have a pending potion pickup on Wednesday still. It is currently Monday afternoon, according to Becca's notes at least. Oh, and Taddy has a new friend. Little docent little docent named Chestrock, who used to be attached to a warforged named Ironroot, and gotta figure out what's up with that. But we'll jump into introductions. Let's go with the man who's gonna roll everything at disadvantage because he shaved his mustache.
What?
Looks like you shaved your mustache there, Mike.
I did. It's
Yeah.
summertime. It was time to reset.
Buster.
Pretty sure I still got this thick ass beard, so there's no excuse there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get tired of the hair in the lips, and
No,
eventually you're going to do
I'm right
something.
there with you, dude. I used to shave my entire head every time I was going to the field just to not have to deal with it. So, but go ahead, Mike.
Hi everyone. I'm Mike. Tonight I play Taddy, very Soul Knife Rogue. Um, yeah, he's kind of unsure what to do with his new little friend, and even more baffled by somebody figured out who he was down in the bar. Other than
Oh yeah,
that, he just
there
wants
was that
money.
too. There was that too. Pam.
Hi, everybody. I am Pam. I am playing Pearl. I am a paladin. And I don't know, man. Let's just see if today I don't kill anybody or anybody's out to get me. And we can go one day without having any blood drama going on and see where we can go from here to find Silt's parents. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, Brad.
Hello, everybody. I am Brad, and I play Otis Watts, the Simic Hybrid Tempest Cleric, who is currently on probation. So yeah, we'll see how that works out for him.
Don't forget about half deaf. Huh?
Huh?
Yes,
I just realized I'm on his left.
Odes had an issue with his ear a few decade episodes ago, and hasn't quite gotten it fixed all the way yet. It's reattached, just not working. So we'll see how that plays out. Becca.
Hi everyone, I'm Becca. I play Gal, the Sea Elf Gloomstalker Ranger, and I am eager to get back on the boat, help Silt's family, do the jobs for Otis. Try not to die or go to jail.
All right. Brad, before I forget, for as long as you are half deaf, if I cast a spell, like, or if somebody casts, like, a hideous laughter, anything where if you're deaf, you're immune to the effects of it, you need to remind me you get advantage on those saving throws, being half deaf.
Okay, I can do
Just
that.
putting it
Hopefully.
out there. I don't know if we'd covered that, but I need your help. Remind me on that.
No, I got you.
Katie.
Hey everybody, I'm Katie playing Silt the Tabaxi Warlock, and shit's getting real now that family's involved.
Very much so.
Well,
And
now Gal knows how you feel.
Max, are you up?
Hello, I
There she
am
is.
Max, your bubbling bodacious bard person, lady, here to kick ass and take names.
You mean pick
Alright.
names and take ass?
That, all of the above.
Take names and kick ass, and I don't know how to spell. All right. I think that just about covers everything. I know we did touch a little bit, Silt, on you and your family. I don't remember if you had told everybody about that or not, so remind me real quick.
Who was there? Where were
Where,
we when I
where
was
I was gonna
talking
say,
about
where
that?
was there?
It was at the kitchen table, right?
I think it was while you were all still in the house before you
Yeah.
split up for the day, for the morning.
Yeah. No, it
So-
was. It was all of us.
It was all of you? Okay.
Okay.
So, there you go.
So everybody's aware.
Simple.
Perfect.
Yep.
Oh, we do need to retcon just a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Two things happened last week while Max wasn't here that we need to roleplay a little bit. So the first one was Silt and Kit went to the academy, the Haven Academy. So we'll roleplay it just like you guys are just showing up. So go ahead, Katie and Max.
Okay.
Pretty standard. You arrive. There's 2 guards at the front door. As you approach, they stop and state your business.
I'll sort of elbow Kit a little bit, nudge her. You know, we're here to see you.
We're here to see Alfred. My brother.
Yeah, this isn't the door for visitors to have lunch with the academy members. You need to go around to the north side of the building. There'll be a large gate to the courtyard. The academy students should be out before too long.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
You are very welcome. Put you guys on the world map. Boom. So I'm assuming you're going around.
Yes.
Okay. So you circle around and you find the gate as it was described. There is a courtyard with a bunch of like playground lunch table type deals. There's a few other family members there. Some elves, some humans, some gnomes. There's one tiefling family. They all look a little older-ish, like parent age. And they're all just sitting at a table, each family at a table respectively, and waiting.
As we're walking around, I'm going to ask Kit, how good is your brother at keeping secrets?
I mean, I haven't really seen him in a while. Haven't talked to him in a bit, so I couldn't tell you. But I think he'd keep a secret if absolutely necessary.
Okay.
Anything else you guys wanted to do while you're waiting?
Chat about birds.
Okay.
I don't know.
So generic getting to know each other conversation ensues.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, a bell rings and students come out to the courtyard in like a flood. Like this is their outside playground time. Family members at the other tables stand and look for their family member. And they all wait. I'll have both of you make, well, Kit, I'll have you make a perception check because Silt has never seen Alfred and has no clue.
Well, I presume he's a Minotaur.
This is true. So
Never-
go ahead and make one as well. So
Yeah, didn't you also say there were like 3 Minotaur children in the school?
I think I said
Yes.
4.
3, you said some number. That
Yeah,
was
it
more
was
than
it was a small number. It was like 3 or 4. But go ahead and both of you make a perception check for me.
Jeez. Wrong place.
well.
Oh.
Oh,
Dang.
yeah.
Wait.
Get all those natties out right now. I love it. Yeah, it's not hard to notice the Minotaur children standing almost a full foot taller than their classmates. And the third one that comes out you spot is Alfred.
Oh, look at Alfred.
And as soon as you spot him, his eyes lock with you, and he comes charging.
In a happy way?
Oh, yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
Either
thank-
happy or depressed. He's gonna get gotted.
Hasn't seen his sister in over a year now, so...
2 or 3 years because I was stuck in the mines.
Yeah, but he comes charging and just leaps into a giant bear hug.
I am going to reciprocate that bear hug.
I am going to let them do their thing.
You guys
Do
have,
I know Stilt's identity currently?
I'm Silt. This is from last week where we
Okay.
left off.
You
Okay,
went
I
as
just wanted to.
you went as yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Take that off real quick.
I'm not trying to cause any
your
issues if you
business
weren't
out there.
yourself. Yeah.
All right. A few moments pass with the reunion lovings, and the three of you sit down at the table to have lunch or breakfast or whatever. You sit down to have
meal.
time together.
Mhm.
Wonderful, wonderful. I was
Um,
not prepared.
We're gonna ask him about how he's doing. But I'll introduce myself to him
Oh, he
as
gives
Silt.
you a fist bump. It's nice to meet you. It's always good to meet my sister's friends. I never thought I'd see you again, though, Kit.
Well, it just so happens I got released, and then I found these folks with the help of Uncle.
Oh, that's good. Unc always was a good guy, setting you up with the good people to hang out with. So
I have to tell you something about Unc.
what's that?
You need to keep this a secret because I don't know how bad of a repercussion this could cause if people found out about it. But she's gonna start getting a little bit more quiet, and she's gonna say Unc was murdered.
Oh,
I don't know much about it. I was not told. I just found out through a note. I just feel like you need to know.
you can see his eyes start to water and swell up and tear a little bit. He goes, well, we kind of knew with the life he lived it might happen someday. Doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah, I know. I know you wanted to probably see him again before that happened.
Well, I'm sure I'll see him again someday.
Hopefully not too soon, right? Ha ha.
No, not too soon. The academy doesn't like us endangering ourselves before they know if we're going to be useful to them.
How's your studies going?
Oh, they're they're okay. Magic is hard, a lot harder than just bulking up and putting some work in on people. But I'm learning a few little tricks, And he holds out his hand and uh, does a little manipulation, like kind of draws a rune in the air with one hand as he pulls a piece of fleece out with the other, and binding the rune he drew in the air with one hand with the fleece, he creates a little minor illusion of you, just like a little 1 foot tall.
Prestidigitation.
No, that's a minor illusion he did.
It's not that far from it.
Yeah, it's little things like this, and then I can do stuff like this, and with his other hand he like swirls it around it, and a shower of sparks drops out of his fingertips, and you would recognize that as a prestidigitation. And they oh, you don't have to come visit me for us to talk anymore. And he stops talking. So Silt, you don't hear anything, but Kit, you hear in your head, they taught me that same message spell that you know how to do.
Its face is gonna turn like upside. She's gonna get all smiley and giddy.
Yeah, it's not too much. They only taught us one self-defense spell, and he puts his hand flat on the table, and ice just grows outward from his hand in about 6 inches from his fingertips, which you would both recognize as a chill touch. But most of the stronger stuff they teach us, they taught me one spell that lets me understand any language, and another one to learn the magical properties of any item, and they taught me mage armor, which is cool because I used to get picked on a bit, and yeah, it's teach me some fun stuff.
I'm so proud of you. I understand it's hard because we're the big side of the Minotaur family.
It's
But
all right. I'm
very
just
proud.
studying hard and trying to keep you from having to worry about me for a while.
Are they still talking telepathically?
They're talking out loud again.
Okay.
So it was just that one little blip that was in her head, and then he started talking out loud.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm working through it and just trying to make it so you don't have to worry about me is all.
Well, I'm always gonna worry about you. You're my little brother.
I understand, but I just want you to know I'm doing good, so you don't worry as bad.
How far does your telepathy spell reach, you guys?
Not very far. It only goes maybe 120 feet, but if you could only come by at night and you stood outside the academy, you'd be able to get something to me. Only because we know each other. Usually you have to be able to see who you're sending the message to, but since we know each other so well, we don't have to do that.
In the courtyard, are there any teachers or headmasters or whatever they have here?
Make a perception check. Faculty, yeah. Faculty. I won't make you make a perception check. There's 2 guards standing outside the gate that you walked in, and there's another 2 guards standing outside the door that the kids came out of. But it doesn't seem like there's any other faculty. There's the tables with the family members and students at them, and then the rest of the students all seem to be just running around playing.
Okay. Alfred, do you know how we could have a meeting with the faculty here?
I don't. That's not something they tell us.
Okay.
I mean, the head office is on the other side of the building. You might be able to go talk to them, and they'd tell you.
Okay.
I don't know. The academy really kind of likes to keep to itself and do its own thing and not bother with anybody else. That's why they started the mandated learning.
Is above table, is mandated learning something that we know about, or is that new information that we just got?
No, that is something you guys know about. That's how
Okay.
Alfred ended up here, is because it was time for his 2 years in
Okay.
the academy.
Okay.
Which just happened to coincide shortly after Kit got arrested.
Okay. Which was
3 years
probably
ago.
About 2 years ago. So his
Okay.
time is it's coming, the clock is really winding down on he's out of the academy or he's going to get selected to stay.
okay. Kit, I think I'd like to talk to some faculty about Alfred. Do you want to stay here and visit with him?
Yeah. As much as I would like to join you, I don't get much one-on-one time with my bro.
I completely understand that. I'm just gonna get some data, some numbers about him and see how he's doing. You know, a parent friend teacher conference type deal.
All right. If you need me for anything, you know where I'm at.
Yep. I will hopefully be back shortly. If not, I will meet you outside if they kick you out for break being over.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kit, was there anything you wanted to talk to your brother about in particular while Silt's gone?
Not really.
Okay.
Let him know that our uncle murdered, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Okay. So catch up conversation and such ensues.
Yeah.
Silt, you leave the courtyard and walk around the building and find what looks like a main entrance to the academy on the southern side of the building over here.
Okay. If there's no guards or anybody, then I will go in and see if I can find.
There are not any guards at this door.
Okay, I'll go in and see if I can find like a front office or.
As soon as you walk through the door, there's a desk, maybe a foot past the arc of the door as it opens, if that makes sense. Like you open a door and it's got the opening arc. Maybe a foot past that is a almost wall-to-wall desk. And behind it is probably the largest half-orc you have ever seen in your life, paired with the smallest pair of reading glasses. And as soon as you walk in, this orc looks up over the glasses. Could I help you?
Yes, my name is Silt, and I am the partner of the guardian of a student here, and I would like to check in with some faculty to see how he's progressing. He's nearing the end of his 2-year mandated learning period, and we are trying to make plans to see what his future holds.
Faculty doesn't meet to discuss students. They send reports out 1 week prior to dismissal or selection. If you'd like, I can make sure your address is updated so the report gets sent to the proper place. What's the name of the student?
Alfredo?
Alfredo. Orc kind of leans over and goes through a cabinet in the dresser and then leans the other way and goes through another cabinet. Just a moment. Stands up, and now that he's stood up, you can kind of see behind him. He's taking up most of the hallway. It's fairly narrow, but as he stands up, you can see that the hallway goes back for about 15 feet and is just lined with floor-to-ceiling filing cabinets. And the half-orc starts going through the cabinets. It takes 5-10 minutes. And finally, Alfredo, here we go. What race is Alfredo?
He's a Minotaur.
Minotaur. And his home of origin.
Would be. Do I know that, Kit?
You would know where Kit is from.
Okay. Then I say that.
Okay. So that would be the Horde, for reference.
The Horde, okay.
Alright, yeah, checks out. Alright, and where would you like the report sent to?
We have an apartment above the Rusty Anchor.
Apartment above Rusty Anchor. Any particular apartment?
It's the only one.
Only one. Got it. And if you cannot be reached there, do you have an alternative?
You can leave a message with Bart, the bartender at the Rusty Anchor, if we can't be reached at the apartment.
Leave message with Bart at Rusty Anchor. Bartender. Alright. Anything else I can help you with today, Silt?
Yes. The problem that we are having is that we're going out of town for, it could be quite a while, and a week may not be enough time to get all of the ducks in a row. And so I was wondering if there was anybody you could ask if there was a special concession you could make so that I could meet with the faculty about Alfredo.
If there's no response upon the report and the announcement of the student's dismissal, we will house them for up to 1 month.
1 month.
During which time they'll be required to perform custodial duties to afford their lodgings. After 1 month, they'll be given a sum of 10 silver and sent on their way. But can be retrieved at any time during that period, of course.
Okay, that is very good information. What was your name?
My name is Drip.
Drep. It was fantastic to meet you, and maybe someday our paths will cross again.
A pleasure. Have a fun day. And as he sits back down at his desk, you can hear that, like the creaking strain of the chair taking his weight.
Okay. Then I'm going to go back and find those guys if they're still out in the courtyard.
Okay. As you come back around, unless Max thought of anything she wanted to talk to Alfred about.
Not that I know of.
Okay. As you come back around, the free period, so to speak, has ended. Alfred has said his goodbyes to Kit and vice versa and gone back inside. And Kit is just coming out of the courtyard as you come back.
Okay. Okay, Kit. They won't let us speak with faculty. They send a notice a week in advance of advancement into the academy proper or dismissal. There is a grace period of a month where they'll house students that have been dismissed. However, I think that because we're going out to sea for who knows how long, what I think maybe we should do is, if you'd like to tell me how you feel about this, go speak with Quadri's mom and see if, in case we're gone for more than a month, he can lodge there after, in the event that he is dismissed from the academy.
I would prefer that. I don't want him to be running around.
Yes. Good. Okay. Then how do you feel about a visit with Quadri's mom in the North Boroughs this fine afternoon.
Sounds like a date to me.
So we're
That was-
gonna head that way.
That was one of the kids you rescued, right?
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
said that she'd give us dinner.
I thought so. I just don't have my list in front of me. But you guys head up there and knock on the door and have a conversation with her, and she gladly accepts. Just asks, you know, if it does come to pass that Alfred needs to stay with her, that she's reimbursed for food costs.
Absolutely, a generous stipend will be paid.
And she doesn't ask for anything up front, just whenever you come to get him.
Okay. And I will thank her very much. And
Okay.
just tell Kit at some point you should get in touch with your brother and let him know what's gonna go on, whatever happens. So before we leave, of course.
I can do that.
I would venture to say, since you have to pass the academy on your way to the markets, which is where the two of you would have gone next last week, you could have stopped and popped that message off should you choose to, Kit.
I will choose to do that.
Okay. So you relay all that information to him, and he just simply relays, we need to be picked up. So you'll have to get word to that person to come get me.
Okay. I'm gonna run back to Quadri's mom and ask her if that is okay, and I'm gonna if she says yes, because I'm offering her money as well to do this.
I
Yeah.
will contribute half of whatever you offer.
She says it's not a problem. Just get word to her somehow, and she'll go pick up Alfred.
Okay.
We can't squeeze anything else into that, though. That about pushes time on it.
Nope, yeah.
But after that, the two of you had gone to the market and had a date of sorts. So anything in particular for the camera you wanted to do on that date? Or is that something you guys just want to text to each other? Just for brevity's sake. 'Cause
Yeah, I think I'm fine with just texting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. But for anybody watching and keeping track of their relationship at home, they had probably about a 3-hour date walking around the markets. Which ended abruptly when Taddy came around a corner looking like he was running for his life. But that will bring us back to present time. I need Pearl and Taddy to give me a perception check. I put your cover back on you, Silt.
Thank you.
You were actually up on the roof.
Yep.
Okay. So, Pearl and Taddy, you had just left the tavern, heading back up to the apartment. Kit, you were sitting at the table. Or, sorry, Kit, you were sitting at the table. Silt, you were sitting up on the roof, having a conversation with Chest Rock. Basically just having him tell you stories, and your Tempest was basically just confirming if things were factual or not, and we texted details about that last week.
Mhm.
And Odess and Gallon, you are still down at the bar. Let's go ahead and do Odess and Gallon first. What are you guys doing?
We are chatting.
I'll be completely honest. I don't remember what we were doing last week.
So
Completely honest.
the last thing that had happened is Ren had left, and then Pearl and Taddy said they were going to go upstairs. So it was kind of like a break in the conversation and a chance to either go do something or start a new conversation.
Gotcha. Well,
Above table, we will say, Silt and Kit, when you got back to the apartment, you would have stopped in and relayed to Bart that if a message came from the academy, it was to be, and you were all out at sea, it would be relayed to Quadri's mom's, and you paid coin for delivery on that message.
Yes.
One of you take up 5 silver off your inventory.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Back to Becca and Brad.
Hey, Otis. And then Gal's gonna kind of like look down at her fingers, and she's gonna be like pointing her, like touching her index fingers together, being kind of like shy, but also like guilty looking. And she's like, "So, Otis, I wanted to apologize about the night when you got arrested.
Okay.
Before you got arrested, I called you a big purple monster, and I have felt guilty for days." Terribly guilty.
Well,
And then you got taken, and then it all just kind of got brushed under the rug. But you should know, I don't think you're a purple big monster. I mean, you're purple, and you're big, but you're not a monster.
I'm not gonna lie. I just had to look at my character picture for a second because I thought he was blue, not purple. Sorry, it's been a long last couple of days. Well, I accept your apology, Gal, but you know, yeah, that night was pretty wild, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Did not expect that whatsoever. How are you
Well-
feeling about everything? I mean, sucks to be taken to jail basically twice in a year.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, if you went to jail twice in a very short period of time, how would you feel? Yeah, it's hard
Mm-hmm.
That's
to
what
be
she
honest.
said.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely what she said.
Why are you breaking up the serious moment?
Sorry. Can't help it.
A little bit of relief.
Let it be an episode of feelings, damn it.
One point of emotional damage. Thanks, Daddy. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know what else to say about it other than that.
Yeah. Well, I want to help
I
you get all the
mean-
jobs done. We're gonna make
Yeah,
sure you
well.
don't go down to the mines, or at least I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Especially since Kit's so against it. Nothing sounds good down there.
We'll figure it out. It sounds like we've got a whole lot on our plate that we have to figure out.
Yeah.
So
And then Gal's gonna like smack Otis on the shoulder and like take a big drink of ale.
don't ever change, Gal.
Will do. And then cue finger guns, ka-chow.
Pew, 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 pew.
Tear.
It's about what, midday?
Yeah, it's early afternoon right now.
It should be like probably like 1:30 or 2.
Early afternoon, roughly. None of you have an ability that lets you know exactly what time it is, and clocks aren't a thing, so it's early afternoon.
I mean, I could just hold up 3 fingers and see how far away the sun is.
You go ahead and try. Do you want to do that?
Sure,
Do
fuck it. Why not?
Okay.
Do it, do it, do
Roll the
it.
dice.
I mean, we're
You-
inside, so but
You
If I need to
walk.
step outside to do it, I'll do it.
You both walk outside and hold your hands up to try to do the finger measure to figure out how many hours you have till sundown, and realize it's still the eclipse, and go back inside with your heads down.
I love it.
No.
Fine.
Yeah.
The
Which
second
son
that sun
are you
comes up,
using
though,
to
I'm
measure
gonna do
this
the
with?
finger thing. Mark my words. I'm putting it down in my notes. Yeah.
Okay. What'd you say, Mike?
Which sun are you using to measure? I mean,
That's a good question. I'm a religious guy, not a survival guy.
For that comment, Taddy, I'm about to show you the fucking moon. How about that?
Dang.
the third one? I mean,
Anything else
Speaking
for
of
you two?
which,
Go ahead.
I don't have anything else downstairs, but I would like to go find Taddy at some point.
He said he was going up to the apartment.
I guess I'm going up to the apartment then.
Not gonna finish your
Yeah.
drink. You still got
Well,
drinks
I
at the
mean-
bar. Just saying. It's alcohol neglect.
You know what? Just for that comment, because you probably have something up your sleeve. No, I'm not going to finish it, and I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay, if you say so.
Yep. I'll leave
Bart
it
now
Bart
hates
and
us.
tell Bart,
Gal's
hey,
also
here you go,
just gonna
buddy.
Gal's gonna go up to the apartment too.
Okay. Well, in the last couple minutes that you two have been talking, Taddy and Pearl, you both made your way up into the apartment. When you walk in, Kid is sitting there at the table.
didn't Pearl clean up the blood-soaked bed?
Kind of.
A little bit.
She picked up the sheets. She never said anything about throwing out the blood-soaked hay, though, so it's still sitting there.
I thought you said that's what she was doing.
She took the blood-soaked sheets and got a clean sheet from Gallon, but she never tossed out the old hay or replaced it with fresh hay. So the blood-soaked hay is still laying there.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. Okay.
Role-playing
I thought it
laundry day.
wasn't
Let's
supposed
go.
to be. I thought Mike wasn't playing dad today.
I'm not playing Dad today. But according to the map, it's still marked. I thought it wasn't blood-soaked anymore. That's why I asked.
It's still marked,
It
but
is.
yeah, it's technically not. Like the sheets are all
The
taken
sheets
care
aren't
of.
there, but the hay still is. So.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Pearl and Taddy, you would both notice that there's a stack of hay out back of the Rusty Anchor that you walk past every time you come up to the apartment.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
that's
to
fine.
it and just say, "Hey, what's up?"
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing better than I have been.
That's good. That's always good. Anything fun?
Except for seeing my brother, not really.
Oh, how is he?
He's doing all right.
Okay. Glad to hear. And I'm gonna just take a sit, like, right here in the middle.
Still?
Mr. DM, sorry, Mike, just really quick.
That's okay.
I know I have crickets that are gonna die, so I'm just gonna take them out real quick from wherever I left them. Let's just say somewhere in like the common area, because they're not with me physically. And
Yeah.
I want to check if any of them died.
No, when
'Cause
you
I'll
pull
make
out the crickets, they seem to be thriving off of the pocket lint in the bottom of your bag.
That's awesome.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that we're not dead and I'm not walking around with like dead crickets.
Well, between pocket lint and like little breadcrumbs from your ration packs, they're doing okay.
Pearl's on to
Okay.
something here.
Back into the bag, there's 2 times the amount you had when you bought them.
Well, yeah. Okay, cool. Just checking.
All good. Mike, what you up to?
Seen Silt?
You check through the apartment. She is nowhere to be found.
No, I'm asking Kit.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Okay, where?
We were just hanging out. Last I saw her, she went to go sulk in the bedroom, but I don't know if she's there anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk to the bedroom, open the door.
Bedroom's empty, window is open.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
a-
check the window.
As
Well-
you go ahead.
I was just gonna say one thing that I wanted to ask Cheap Rock or whatever the hell his name is. Test Rock.
Yeah.
Would you rather stay in our room? That Taddy's not very nice to you, is he?
Well, you know, I
We can
kind of
make
like the whole. I
space
kind
for
of
you.
like the whole place. I like it when you guys leave the door open, so I can, pick which room I want
Buzz
to be
around.
in. And I really
Okay.
like, moving around. After all those, God knows how long it was, trapped down wherever I was, because I don't even really know where I was. It's nice to let the old arcane legs stretch.
I got you. That was all I had.
Okay.
Yes.
Taddy, as you walk over to the window, you can hear Chest Rock's voice coming from up above, talking about, be really nice if
What
you
he
leave the
just was
doors
talking about?
open. Yeah, what he just said.
That's fine. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to join them on the roof.
Okay. Are you climbing, or what are you doing?
I'll fly.
Okay. So as you're sitting there, Silt, you just see Taddy's gnome form seemingly
Floating.
hover up and perch over on the roof.
Hey,
A couple
Taddy.
feet from you.
Hey. I wondered where that little booger went to.
Booger?
Took him for a
Who you-
walk.
He gets into your chest. He's, who you calling a booger? Those are fighting words there, little one.
Yeah. Oh. No,
Kinda like-
I
Backs up a little bit and like nudges into your chest. Doesn't push you or hurt or anything, but you can feel him like tapping into your chest like he's trying to push you.
you
I'll
want
laugh
to
a
go
little bit at
back
that.
to the You want to go back to the bag, or you want to just chill out, little dude?
Take it
Dude.
back. I don't like it.
Taddy, he's cool. He's cool.
Yeah. Well, I went and I did some digging. From what I can tell, he's harmless, but he's a rarity.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, at this point, if he wants to travel with us, he can travel with us. But I would recommend he not be out in the open.
Yeah, that
I don't know what kind of trouble that can attract.
Chestrock, you said that you were okay hanging out in a backpack to go
Yeah,
with
just
us, didn't you?
Just leave it cracked a little bit so my sensors
Sure.
can pick stuff up.
Taddy, he's very good at being quiet and inconspicuous. So I think that would be fine.
Does that mean we're going somewhere? Where are we going? We going on an
Oh,
adventure? I
yeah, we're-
loved adventuring with my master back in the day. And you know what? If we do go adventuring, I might find my master. And then you don't have to worry about the booger anymore.
I'm gonna laugh at that. too.
Yeah. Okay.
So where are we going? What are we
All
doing?
right. Well,
Where
I
we
mean, he seems to be clinging to you, so that's fine. If you want to let him hang out with you, you let him hang out with you. I don't. It doesn't bother me none. Just yeah. Just found out they're not really worth much without their master, and I have no information on his master. Like nobody does. So
Okay. And I'll turn to Chestrock and
I'm
say,
gonna put.
"You're priceless. You're not worth very little."
When you look at him,
I'm gonna put the
having-
Dorset in the party sheet for. If you want to
Okay.
take that out and put that in your inventory.
when you look at him, Silt, he had like a really dull yellow color to his arcane crystals from hearing he was worthless. And as soon as you say he's priceless, they change to like a soft orange. And he kind of starts floating up and down again, but doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Okay. Well, at this point, I assume we need to back on track with the group and planning our future endeavors.
Yes.
So
Is
I'll be down in the apartment waiting.
everybody here?
I mean, when I left, Otis and Gallon was still down in the bar, but
Okay.
everybody else is here now.
All right.
So,
What do you think, Chestrock? You want to go
like I said, I'll see you down
talk
there.
business?
You guys work out the business. I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
So
I'll
as you two
float
work
back
your way
down into
back
the window
into the
and
as you two work your way back into the apartment, about 30 seconds ago is when Otis and Gallon arrived in the apartment. So as you two come out of the girls' bedroom with Chestrock, you'll see Otis and Gallon there. And then the docent comes around the corner as well.
Cool.
Alrighty.
We're
Well-
not interrupting anything.
I'm going to ignore that
business.
and walk over.
Chestrock kind
You're
of
always
zips
interrupt.
Chestrock zips over and goes a light gray color and goes, "It's cool, I recorded it." And then scoots away from you.
Did I hear him whisper that?
Make a perception check.
I'm going to as well. Since I'm closer.
Oh, 22.
Oh, you both totally heard it.
Okay.
Dude,
He-
you got any recordings on me? You better erase them.
You hear like the rewinding of a cassette tape, and then your voice go, "Dude, if you've got any recordings of me, you better erase them." Click.
Gal's gonna laugh and like
shit.
look around Otis and go, Chestrock.
Hey,
I'm
Chestrock.
not gonna lie, I
Click.
kind of like this guy.
This is gonna be fun.
If it makes you feel the Chestrock
I-
speaks up. Chestrock speaks up and goes, "If it makes you feel any better, I can't help it. It's not something I can shut off. It just happens. And it's more of a mimicry than a recording, and they don't last more than like a day. It's kind of like a loop, if you will.
Okay.
But I can repeat
Meaning you-
anything back perfectly
But
within a
yet
day.
you seem to be retaining information.
Yet you seem to be retaining information. Click.
Is this in like our voices?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be actually useful.
So you guys would
I-
recognize this
I'm-
very similar to what Kenkus do with their mimicry ability. And then he just described that he can do it within 24 hours. So something you say right now, he'd be able to repeat perfectly for up to 24 hours, and then won't be able to after that.
Okay.
I love how I just imagine everybody with their notebooks writing this down now.
You probably should, as I'm telling you abilities. So-
Oh, I wasn't, but
What?
but also, well, I think it's funny because I got nothing to hide.
This is a foot stomp moment, Brad. No, I would definitely recommend, as I reveal his abilities, make a note of them, because you might find a use for them, just like your abilities. So, if you can convince him to help.
Pearl's just gonna look at him and just kind of, and that's it.
You feel like he's staring back, and then his arcane gems turn the exact same red shade as your eyes.
And I'm gonna nod.
He tilts.
That's it.
Similar to
That's
him.
it.
Anyways, continue.
I'm gonna sling a blade into the wall, right next to the doorstep.
A regular blade?
I'll use a phantom blade. What the hell?
Okay. Go ahead and just drop an attack roll in the chat sheet.
$22.
And you're aiming for the wall, right?
Wall right next to him. Yep.
Okay. It goes and sinks and then poofs in a wisp of purple-black smoke. And then Dosa goes, well, that wasn't very nice.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice.
You do that again without my permission, and I'm gonna get a little.
You do that again without my permission, and I'm gonna click. And then he floats off.
I'm gonna lean over to
Think I
Gal.
made.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
No, that was it. I think I made my point, and then lean back in my chair.
I'm gonna lean over to Gal and whisper, "I really like this new guy."
Oh, I didn't
You
even listen. Me too.
You hear from down the hallway, I really like you too.
Oh shit! So he can hear everything. Good.
Well,
But all right, so you guys are all gathered. The missions are still marked on the world map, and I'm assuming you're all going to figure out what you're going to do first. So get that back up for you.
did somebody just say Roger Dodger?
I did not, but I feel like I
Blame
missed
me.
an opportunity by not saying Roger Dodger now.
All right, but this is what we're looking at. I think you guys were talking about going and doing 3, 4, 5, and Silt, and if you have enough time, catching 6 on the way back.
But
I
the
think-
problem with that is that I'm not going to want to do 3 and 4 or 5 before finding my family. Which is not, I'm not telling you guys that above table. That's going to be part of conversation.
Okay, we'll go ahead and have the conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind
So,
of important information.
You guys have bought this map, so you lay this map out on the table, whoever's in possession of one, and it's got all these points marked on it. So you're all looking at the map right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
Okay. Well, we discussed doing a loop, just coming straight out of Haven. We have to head northwest for jobs 3, 4, and then Silt's family's on a course there somewhere up that. Then we talked about swinging by the wall to look for something and job 6 if we had time to come back, but if we put all these things on the list, that'll give us more time
Mm-hmm.
before Otis has to be back. If we say we're doing 3, 4, 5, 6 per se, maybe skip 6, slide Silt's family in there, and just say, we didn't make it to 6. We ran out of time, bad weather, whatever. They ain't gonna know. Yeah, and then we'll have to go back out for it. But if we come back empty-handed, doing none of the jobs, they're gonna get suspicious.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's what I'm looking at as a plausible game plan. If anybody else has any other ideas.
My thing is, what about Otis having to report to what's his face the guards every week?
They give me permission
Above
to go,
table.
knowing they're going to be longer.
Yeah, that was something that got worked out last
Above
week.
table,
is he
we
can get
cleared that last week.
extensions.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm at the table, right?
Yeah, you're
no,
all
Yeah,
there.
you're at the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just Max wasn't there last
Max
week.
wasn't here last week, so she missed all
Gotcha.
the details.
I was just going to answer it in game, but.
Yep.
Well, I'm actually looking. Jacob, didn't you throw something in here that said how many of these counted or something?
It's in each
Yeah,
individual
they're on the list.
one at the last paragraph. Or second to last paragraph.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing it unless I'm not looking in the right spot. Or I'm tripping.
So some of them don't have anything listed, and that's because they only count as one. So if you don't see it listed, it only counts as one. But let me find one.
Oh, I see it. I got it. Job 2 has it.
Yeah, so if you look at job 8, the third paragraph from the end, the last sentence, this job shall count as 2 completed jobs.
Yeah.
And I totally meant to get you guys a consolidated job list texted out to you, and I forgot. I am sorry.
Oh, good.
I will write that
Worries.
down, though.
Well, since we're all sitting at the table, I think have we started? I'm sorry, above table. Did we start the discussion on what we were gonna do or no?
So above table, where I'm at, and what I really need from you guys as players is you have an idea of which way you're heading first. I need you to start planning how you're gonna get there.
Well,
That's my roadblock as game master, and like I said, I can wing it, but I need to know what your guys' plans are.
Silt will speak up with the plan that she came up with that I shared with everybody but you, Jacob, which is, here's the deal. What if we buy the boat, barter for the boat that's for sale, haggle for the boat, and we go and we sink my family's ship, and not with them on it because I like them, and we put them in our employ, or they buy the boat from us at profit, and we can then convince the powers that be that they've been killed and they don't need to be hunted anymore, and perhaps we can collect a bounty on their heads. And if we need a boat with a crew, then we have one.
Oh, you like your family,
Yes.
and you don't want them to die, but
Correct.
you're okay with them owing you money and working for them, like working for you.
That's life. I work
Huh.
for them right now, so
Oh, you do? What kind of jobs are you doing for them?
well, I hired you guys to help me with the job I'm doing for them.
Oh, which was to get. Oh, never mind.
Yes.
You told me that in confidence, right?
As you mention Bounty Sill, you recall, and I'm only mentioning it because I added it since last week.
Okay.
But when you saw the ad for the ship for sale, you also saw a new notice of a a hunters guild has been established, which is basically just for bounty hunters, which had been established in the northern boroughs, right on like the edge of the horde. So you would know that that's the place you need to go to look to see if there's active bounties, as
Okay.
well as just going bounty hunting.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion?
Who are you asking?
I'm
As
throwing it out to the table that we're sitting at right now. I'm assuming this is a roundtable discussion.
yes.
In game?
So it's not above table, it's in game.
No. It's in game. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why
Okay,
sink your
I'm on board
family?
with that. I mean, if you need us to help you with that, that's what we're here to do. So we can start getting a ship.
Hold on a second, Pam. Brad was going to say something.
Oh,
Oh no,
sorry.
that's okay. I'll throw it in there because it's a perfect question. Actually, Pam led right into it. Um, why sink your family ship?
Because they're wanted as political shit, what's the word?
Refugees.
It was a bigger word than that on the board. It was political, like
Treason.
treason. They're wanted for treason, and that's pretty big. And sinking their ship seems like a good way to get people off their tail, whereas not sinking their ship means they're still out there being hunted.
Why not commandeer it? Proof of death.
Like this.
We need a boat, right?
We do. Well, yes, we need a boat.
We need a boat. They need them dead. I mean, I don't know what your plan was to bring back to prove that they were dead or not, but if you sink the boat, you destroy the only evidence that you have so far that you've had any encounter with them.
Well, I think we could. I mean, my thinking was that because people can swim underwater and breathe underwater and all that good stuff, a sunken
Yeah,
boat
I
isn't
mean-
a lost boat. But I like the way you think, Odex.
I mean, why not bring it back and commandeer it for yourself?
Well, I guess the problem there is that then my family doesn't have anywhere else to go.
We could do a boat
Well-
swap.
Hold on. Even if they didn't have anywhere else to go, you were going to do that anyways if you were going to sink their boat.
No, then they're free on their new boat as merchants.
What new boat?
The boat that we buy and sell or give to them.
Then how do we get around?
Buy that boat.
I think she means they would stay on our boat.
Yeah,
They would
I think
they would crew it, and you guys
Yes.
would utilize them crewing it.
Yes.
But still, would that not defeat the fact of they're out there? What if they get recognized?
Well, they're going to have to learn some ways to disguise themselves and come up with some different identities as a
Can
way
you-
to make a clean start.
Can you trust them to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think sinking the boat's a waste of a good boat, but
I'm
that's
with
just me.
Otis on this. No, not just you, bud. I'm with you on that. See, in a world that's full of water, uh, the man with a boat is king, right? So I'm against destroying the boat. Commandeering it, on the other hand,
I
does
am
sound
okay with
profitable in everybody's favor.
I am okay with swapping a boat, but I'm not leaving them without a place to be, and they cannot be in Haven.
Sure. Well, I mean, Haven's the only place to be other than a boat.
Yes.
So, I mean, I would wager, I don't know, how attached is your family to their ears?
Is that a
'Cause
side eye at
we
Gallon?
come back. I mean, because we come back with their boat and a handful of ears, and they're gonna
Ah,
believe.
I see. I see.
Yay, war crimes.
Hey,
Or
someone's gonna have to have some kind of skin in the game.
or
Let-
you know, maybe they just turn
Yeah.
into bobtail cats.
There's a
mean-
lot of wisdom in my family, and I'm sure that we can figure out something convincing to come back with.
So the funnest part of this entire cat mutilation conversation is my mom's a cat breeder. Sitting next to Pam.
So
Sick.
cool.
We've got an expert.
I mean, we can hide them
On
somewhere
cat,
when you
not cat
grow,
mutilation.
right?
Yeah,
we
well,
can
above
like,
board.
hide
Do
them.
not condone this.
I'm not going to hide my whole family. That's not living.
But
Who's your
hide them
family?
momentarily until we kind of get out of here. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna keep them with us, right? We're always gonna be risked that
No.
they're gonna be seeing at one point or another, unless we
No.
hide them for a little bit.
No. We're not. They're not coming with us. That's the point. They need to.
Well, with your original idea of destroying the ship,
Oh
there
yes, as our
there is
crew.
no
Right.
there's no other option. They would have to if we did that.
Right. They'd have to
But
sail us back, but then they don't stay with us. They stay on the ship. If we need to use the ship for water stuff, then we're with them. But they
So-
don't come into Haven.
I hate to do it, but I'm gonna break you guys off that conversation for the moment because you all kind of had the sudden realization that no matter what happens, you've got at least a week of sailing on the way to them where you can figure out what you're gonna do when you get there, and that you still need to figure out how you're gonna get there.
I say buy the boat. Either way. Anyway.
Soft
Well,
by the-
reminder, Gallon, you've got your guy too.
Yes, we've decided we're gonna hold off on using my guy for sure.
Okay.
We're gonna barter the boat. We're not gonna scuttle it. Person with boat is king. We'll figure out what to do with Stilt's family when we get there.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Is that team? And break?
No, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Tell us going, but like I know we're not gonna hide them forever, but while we're doing the original plan, they're gonna have to come with us on board. Like
Or
stay
they
with us.
keep their, or we take something from there to prove that they're dead. They keep their own
Yes.
boat. We find another way to talk to them.
Yeah, that too. That works. Yeah, we're
Cool.
buying a boat.
Yeah. Who's going to buy
alright.
the boat?
How much money we have?
How about this? How about you girls go try to deal with that boat? Taddy
Okay.
and I have something else we need to go work on. Or rather, I
Gotta
should
go.
say, I
Where's
have
my-
something I need Taddy's help with.
Does anybody remember
That makes more sense.
how much the boat was? The one that we saw on sale?
8,000 gold.
Oh,
Or-
great.
Yep. Kit,
Other-
you would remember it says 8,000 or equivalent items of value, and to seek Nalnax at the Salvagers Guild if you're interested.
So we should run inventory and see how we're gonna get that. It's a lot of money.
Is anybody not including any of their coin in the count. Because I can tell you exactly how much you
Yeah.
have collectively.
You got it.
I mean,
Okay,
if
how
we
mu-
can use stuff from our inventory than using actual money, then
Well,
that'd be great.
I'm just talking about coins. If there's any amount somebody doesn't want to include in the count, let me know how much it is, and I will subtract it from the group's total, and then tell you guys how much you have collectively. So,
Can you
Mike,
do a group total with? Yeah.
yeah,
Can you do a group total without Taddy?
without Taddy, absolutely.
You can take everything Gal has.
Anybody else not want their money included?
You can take the majority. I want to keep at least 100 of my gold so I can have it for emergencies.
Okay, so
Same with me.
I'm just gonna
Everything
take
else.
Taddy's gold off and give you the total, and then keep in mind it'll be a couple hundred less because some people want that, want to keep some spending money. But that would bring you guys to 1,820 gold collectively, not counting Taddy's. Hold on one second. That's just what you have for gold.
I was about to say you can use
1,000 what?
you can use my platinum.
So somebody write down 1,800 for me. We're gonna do some
Got it.
I got
math
it.
here.
You can include my platinum also,
And
but
then
that's only 170.
write down 750, and then 45. And read those numbers back to me.
1,800,
Okay.
750,
Okay.
and 45.
Okay. So you guys would have a little bit more than 2,600 gold collectively. And that's not counting Taddy's gold or platinum. That is counting your silver, though, Mike.
Okay.
Your silver is equivalent to like 40 gold, so it's not going to make
Yeah,
that
I
big a
noticed.
difference.
Yeah.
So that puts you at about 26. Remember, you always have the option to try and haggle or offer items to help increase the value of your end of the deal.
See if he'll enter into a payment plan with Silt.
Option number
Okay,
3,
good.
prostitution. No, I'm just kidding.
If we need to and we don't have enough, we can use my Noah guy.
Yeah, can we
Okay.
just do her Noah guy?
I mean,
'Cause
y'all
we're
can do
like-
what you want, but I'm gonna go see if I can buy a boat.
I mean, obviously, I think go for the boat. If we can get the boat, go for it.
Right.
But if we need to, we can use my Noah guy.
It just
I've got-
seems like too much money, and I don't want us to be like broke, and just spend all of what we have on a boat. If we can maybe, I don't know, maybe Galen's Noah guy can lend us one, and it will be half the cost or even less. I hope.
Can't trade a borrowed boat.
I mean, I've got a couple gems. I don't know if they're worth anything.
Have 4 pieces of jewelry, which are like 4 silver pieces each.
Mhm.
You say your family's well off?
I did not say that.
Okay. Are they well off?
Mm. We survive.
I
DA,
haven't
mean-
seen it in a while.
I
We're
mean,
comfortable.
if they can front the cost of a boat, maybe
Mhm.
we could get one on a payment plan and come back with the money.
Mm-hmm.
Family better than I do.
Yep. And they would probably be willing to do that or continue to send money our way.
DM,
Yeah.
quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the total from the jobs
Hold
once
on,
he's done
I need
his
you-
8?
I need you to
Did-
back up to "Do you remember?" because you cut out after that.
Okay. The amount of money we could earn if we did all the jobs.
It's 1,500 gold per job completed past the 8th.
So there were 8 extra
Right.
jobs, I think I remember.
I don't remember how many extra there were.
No, it was just because there
Okay.
were some that were worth
I-
more.
Right.
I
Which
I,
would be 12,000.
I will get you a count
I
right
vaguely
now.
remember you.
I know I counted
Okay.
last week.
Yeah, I
don't
vaguely
remember.
remember us going over this last week. That's why I'm asking.
Two,
The reason being is if you go to haggle for a ship, if you can get the price down and show them the possible income that we will obtain from doing said jobs, it will make it a lot more pleasing to the seller, knowing that we have the potential to bring in what they
Right.
want.
They're
for
they're
the
running
ship.
it.
Does
They're
that make
running a
sense?
credit check on our brand new on
Yeah.
us so we can buy a brand new car.
There are
This is
8 extra
essentially what's
jobs.
going on.
Right.
There are 8 extra jobs, so that would give you a chance to make
12,000.
Even if there are 1,000
An extra
gold
12,000
apiece, that would
gold,
be
yeah.
8,000 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can make more than enough if we did all the jobs to pay
Mhm.
for an $8,000 ship.
Yep.
So there's our bargaining chip to get a ship. Look, we have jobs lined up. We're looking to make this much money. We can put this much down. Put a magical GPS or whatever you want on it to track us so you know where the hell the ship is. I don't like that idea, but if it's enough to get it out of the harbor, so be it. And then we go do some jobs, make some money, and if your family can pitch in for saving their lives, get the boat paid off faster.
Mm-hmm.
The plan, I like it. Let's just hope that we can get that.
All right, I guess us
Eh.
girls will go bargain for a boat.
Let's go.
Odess, could I borrow your job papers?
I need to ask for some clarification above table.
Yeah.
About that. According to the docket and court notes that you gave me,
Mm-hmm.
it says the accused agreed to the resolution of 6 jobs for the accused, but we keep saying 8.
We covered
I just
that
want-
last week. It was a typo.
Okay, just clarifying part.
No.
We
no,
talked about that last week.
I
It's a
didn't
typo, and-
mistype it. It says for a duration of 6 months during which the offended may seek 8 jobs.
I will send
You-
you a picture right now.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see. it
I'm
right
just
there.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not misinterpreting anything. And
Nope. It said 6 jobs on the first line and then 8 jobs on the second line. I just fixed it for you though.
Okay.
Well, I fixed my master copy. I'll go in and make sure your copy is fixed. Okay.
So back in game, so you are welcome to copy down whatever you would like from my job stuff, but I'm going to keep the job paperwork with me.
Okay, I just wanted to use it as
Use
proof
it for
of
proof.
incoming income.
Oh, for the boat?
Yes. Not, I don't want it for me. Just
Those
to borrow
are-
it to go talk
Those
about
are the
boat.
W-2s she's taking to the financing office to show that they've got money on the that you all have got money on the way. You have a source of income. if she's going to try and barter for a payment plan or something.
Mm-hmm.
And your documents have the signature from the Lord Marshal, so copying the information probably not going to be worth much.
You know what?
I mean,
just
it's
take
still,
the paper.
and it's paperwork.
Well, conversation for another time. Just take the paperwork and do what you need to do. I better get it back.
You'll get it back.
Do you want me to put it in a party sheet, DM, or what do you want me to do?
No, you can leave it in your inventory. We'll just, for today's session, know that Silt has it until she says she gives it back.
Or eats it and throws
Or
it up a
actually-
pair of balls. Just kidding. I wouldn't.
Does she need the job listings, or does she just need Gistra's extra job notice?
She
Probably
just
the
needs
job
paperwork that
listings.
says,
She'd probably need both because the individual job
says
listings
we'll make money.
don't
Okay.
say that she's gonna. You all are gonna get paid extra. So
Okay. It's my better judgment. Here you go.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Okay.
no.
Okay, let's just hope that we can get something with this paperwork and let's just get going and
All right. So girls are gonna go to the Salvagers Guild, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's only if Taddy's willing to speak with me about what I need
Yeah, I
help
ain't
with.
going nowhere.
Okay. So girls, you all leave the apartment and start heading off in your direction.
I'm gonna drop my disguise.
Before they
too.
walk out, I'm gonna yell
You cut
as
out.
they're walking out the door.
you're
Sil,
coming out.
Yeah, Teddy.
and hold on. Don't forget Rocky.
Come on, Chestrot.
He just like whips over and slams himself inside of your backpack.
You gotta stay quiet, okay?
Let's ride.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna leave that circle up, but Taddy and Odess, you are alone in the apartment.
A little bit last little
I'll
guy.
sit up in my chair. I'll sit up right in my chair now. And look at Otis. What's up, dude?
So, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna need some big guns to do all of this. Would you agree?
What, like a cannon? What? Do what?
Probably something much more powerful than what any of us have right now. Whether that be weapons or armor or whatever you want to call it. I mean, come on, you're a smart guy.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I see. I had to catch on to exactly what. We got so many different fucking things going on right now, dude. I wasn't 100% sure what you're referring to, but I think I got an idea now. Okay, keep going.
So, I'm gonna be frank with you.
I'll be Froline. I don't know. What do we need A-listers
Fraulein?
for?
Need what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, why not?
Taddy. I love Taddy.
Yeah, what you're
You
Frank,
said-
I'm Feline.
So,
What?
check it out. I got information on exactly where the Church of Talos hides their goods. And I say that loosely because I know of only one item that's in there officially, but I'm assuming if they're willing to lock it away in there, that is you, Taddy, right? On the screen.
Yeah, you said I said I'd be Froline. What?
He
Oh.
shifts into a female gnome in
Got
front of
it.
you.
Got it. All I saw was the character switch, and I was like, wait a second. I only know of one item that's in there, but I'm willing to bet that if they're willing to keep it where it's at, that there's probably much more in there. So I have a proposition for you. I can tell you
I'm
exactly where this so-called hoard is at. And I know exactly, if I'm not mistaken, and DM correct me on this. Make sure I didn't write down my notes wrong. I'm pretty sure I know exactly how to go. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even a hoard. It's a vault. There we go. Let me correct myself. I know where the vault is for the Temple of Talos. And I know exactly how to get into it.
I peek up and you smell brownies. Vault, you say?
So I'm willing to share this information with you, but you have. The deal is you have to give me at least one. Well, there's one thing in there. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's got to come to me. No questions asked.
Hey! Look, if there's a drawing of you in bondage, that's
Put it this way: it's probably worth a lot more than that.
oh okay. Well, I
But
mean,
I'm not going to say any more on it until you agree to that.
What's in it for me?
Well, considering the fact that it's a vault, I would say that any treasure that is not related to Poseidon would be fair game for you.
Okay.
And debating on this, it may or may not be against my better wishes. In order to help alleviate or relieve the Temple of Talos of their burden of what's in the vault, I may be willing to let you borrow the bag of holding.
I mean,
the ground-
it would make things go a lot faster.
But it's on the grounds that it comes back to me at the end.
Okay.
He's going to put his hand
Okay.
out to shake. Do we have a deal?
Oh yeah. As long as you help me with one thing before we leave the apartment, and I shake your
What's
hand,
that?
grab your hand. We need to remove that goddamn bed.
Well, the girls aren't here, so let's go put it in their room real quick.
Oh no, I just want it gone.
Hey, you
That
can't
way,
be
that
moving
way we
around
ain't got to worry about it anymore.
without us in there. What is this?
Fine.
I
That's
mean, I
really
don't
what
care.
you want to do.
So you guys spend a
Alright.
quick minute removing all the blood-soaked straw, so that there's no
No. We're getting rid of it completely. Just put a marker. That bed's gone. Just gone. Gone. We ain't got to worry about that no more.
there.
Put an X on it. Bed out.
Oh my god.
I can't change the map in game. I gotta do. It takes a minute.
Chatty, you're unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
on your-
I wanted to put it back
Alright.
in your room.
On your way out, you guys haul it down. The bed is now right here, just like at the bottom of the stairs, basically.
Hey, quick question. Should
Yeah.
we really
I
be
didn't,
doing
I
this?
didn't care if we had to break it up, throw it out the window.
Should we really be
Doing what?
doing this if that group is hunting Pearl? Isn't this just going to
It's
put
not
a big
Pearl's
bullseye
blood.
on where we're at?
It's Minotaur blood, and so I think it should be fine. Above table.
A little voice in your head says,
Just saying, it'd be a big sign.
I don't.
We don't know how that works. We don't know how they hunt her down. We don't know any of that.
You know what?
I'll tell you what. It's only
Yeah,
blood in the
but
hay,
no-
right?
Yeah, like they found a bunch of bodies around here, right? Isn't that what they said? So
Is it?
what's one more bed with blood on it? Fuck it.
But it's just blood on the hay, right? Or is it all over the bed?
It's just the hay.
No, it's just. Yeah, she's already changed the sheets and
Um,
everything. So
I will scoop up the hay and put it in the bag of holding.
So you're gonna leave the bed and just scoop up the hay?
Yeah, unless Taddy wants to put it back to the room, but I
we'll
have
leave
no
the bed
desire to move it
outside.
back in there.
The bed's not coming back.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Cool.
No, it's not going back. Nope.
Okay.
I'll dispose of this hay later.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So where's this vault?
All right.
And I know above table that I know you already know Mike. So he
Yeah, I
will
do.
fill you in on the details as the two of you
Sweet.
are walking. But we are going to jump over to the girls real quick as they arrive at the Salvagers Guild.
Before we get there, I'm going to, maybe we should have conversation about what is going to go on first. I'll tell him that I'm going to try to get him to drop the asking price of the boat first, and then offer the solution of a down payment and a payment plan upon completion of jobs when we have our money. Does that sound good? Are we on the same page? Pearl. Chaotic Pearl.
Yes, my dear.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, good. Do I have any blood on my face? I want to look at it decent. Didn't check myself before we left.
You have been walking through town with dried blood down your cheeks.
Then
Or
I'm
no,
going
you
to like,
cleaned yourself up because you already
Yeah.
went out in public once today.
Right.
so it's all gone. She's all clean.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say,
Look
Silt,
good.
can you lick me a little bit and just clear me up if I have anything on my face?
Do the cat paw thing.
Hey,
Like,
you watch your tone, Missy.
A gal's just gonna look at something like, yeah, I'm good with the plan. I'm just here for muscle. And just like raise my
Hey,
tiny
no,
little arms.
no romantic feelings involved over here. I just need someone to clear me up if I have any like dry stuff on my face. That's all.
No, you look good.
I already put everything. You just gotta wash your uniform.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Okay. So you guys go in. All right. So you all walk in the Salvagers Guild. Sitting at the front desk, as last time, is the rusted old auto gnome named B, who looks up and, pleasure to see some of you again. How can I help you?
Hello, Auto Gnome. My name is Silt. We have not met. You've met some of my people here, I believe.
We haven't. A pleasure to meet you, B. Are you with the... You see him kind of like twitch and spark out a little bit and goes, my apologies for that. Are you with the crew seeking another salvaging job?
No, I'm here to see Nalmax about
Nalmax.
his boat.
Of course. A moment. Please have a seat. And he gestures to some chairs.
Quickly, is there a map?
No. World
Okay.
map.
I just wanted to make sure that I was just using my brain power.
Nope, we're all on the world map right now. So,
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's all good.
or the city map at least. But B disappears into the back offices. Comes back 5 minutes later with a short old gnome wearing very fine. You could tell that the clothes he's wearing were once upon a time of the highest quality, but they've aged over the years. He's got a long feather sticking out of his hat. He's, hello. Some Silt wish to speak to me?
I'll stick my hand out to shake it. And
He
I will
walks up.
say,
He gives you kind of like the prissy girl shake. Like he expects you to kiss his fingers, kind of shake, if that
Well,
makes
then
sense.
I will kiss his fingers.
Well, he didn't actually want you to. That's just kind of how he does it.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like
Then I
the
won't
over the
kiss his
yeah.
fingers.
A pleasure. I'm assuming you're here in regards to my ship, the Old Glory.
Now, Max, the pleasure is mine, and yes, I am.
Wonderful, wonderful. And are you prepared to purchase today in cash, or what did you have in mind?
Well, I'd like to talk about the price, and I'd like to see the ship.
Of course, we can discuss the price while aboard, if that's all
Perfect.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, please follow me. And he leads you out of the front of the Salvagers Guild and around back through an alleyway. There is a ship docked right there.
Okay.
And he brings the four of you aboard. And give me just a moment.
Pearl, real quick, what was the name that you used when we went on the boat last time?
That is a great question.
I
I
don't
have
have
it in
that.
my notes, but
I
it's
don't have that
way
note
up there.
ahead of me, so
I don't think I have it in my
Okay.
notes.
I've got it, but I'd have
Yeah.
to look, and I'm in the middle of something
Big.
here.
I'm checking
Yep.
in mine real quick.
Oh, here we go. You used your real name, Pearl.
Yeah, I was about to say she used her real name.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Pearl. Quack.
Perfect. Perfect.
Here we go. That seems like a face that matches the voice. But he brings you aboard this ship. A little bit smaller than the one you were on when you did the job for the Salvagers Guild. But you'd step aboard. He goes, feel free to look around. A lot of the equipment and materials have been removed. It's pretty bare-boned right now, but she's seaworthy.
I would like to introduce you to my my expert in ships, Pearl.
A pleasure,
We-
a pleasure. And he does the dainty little handshake with you.
Hi,
Pearl,
nice
I-
to meet you. And I shake
Pearl and
them.
I will walk around and inspect the ship.
Please take your time. I'll wait right here as you look about. And
Okay.
then we can discuss pricing. But you look around the ship. You spend, half an hour, however long you want to, looking around the ship. The top deck is pretty bare. There is a single mast with a sail attached right next to the helm there, which is kind of like the faded out portion right above Gallon. There is an anchor on the stern of the ship, or bow, whichever one's forward, I forget. With rope attached to it. The figurehead is a mermaid. And when you climb below deck, which is that top half of the map with the black background, there's a ladder down and it's completely empty. But everybody who's inspecting the ship, go ahead and give me an investigation check as you look at it.
Does Pearl get advantage since she's a pirate?
Let me look. I don't think so. I think there's intimidation things that come with being a pirate.
Oh, I just thought she probably knows how to sail. Maybe she
Well,
doesn't. I don't know.
so she gets proficiency with navigator's tools and water vehicles, meaning she can use them and
Okay.
apply her proficiency bonus while using them.
Okay.
But in terms of the construction of the ship, she won't get advantage or anything.
Okay.
And then she gets a bad reputation feature, which is an intimidation thing.
Nice.
So, Gallon, were you gonna make a check?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm gonna go ahead since we're doing this methodically. I'm gonna give all of them guidance as well.
Think you can only have one person guided at a time.
Right. So we'll like do it in order.
Okay, so it's 1 minute. Okay. Yep, go ahead. Okay. Gallon, it looks like a good ship to you.
Probably looks like every other ship to me.
Who needs ships?
Who
Just
needs
looking at-
ships when you have gills?
Very true.
Ships.
I don't need a D4 from you, Pam.
Okay. Can I check though for any evil or if it sense anything strange? Because that's important.
Did you want to burn one of your abilities to do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I use divine sense.
Give me a second. There are no celestials, fiends, or undeads within 60 feet of you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so let me back to numbers here. The ship looks good to you, Silt. And it looks good to you, Gallon. Kit and Pearl, when you are in the lower decks, towards the back of the ship, you both notice some wood panels along here. A good number of them. Which were finally placed to cover a breach in the hull and keep water out, but you can tell it's not a permanent fix, and that at some point, you don't know when, this patch job will give out and this lower hold will start flooding.
Who noticed it first, Kid or me or both at the same time?
So you are actually, all four of you are together. You notice it at pretty much the same time, and
Okay.
the cellar is up top currently, waiting for you.
Oh no, girls. Look at this shit.
I presume now we can all see what's going on.
Right now you can't because she hasn't pointed anything out. She just said, look at this
Oh.
shit.
Okay.
And I'm
What?
gonna get close to it and I'm gonna start investigating that little area and nod my head as I'm investigating the area for them to see.
Yep, you definitely confirm everything that you already thought.
As somebody that grew up on a ship, would I have an idea about how much that would cost to actually fix legitimately?
Yeah, actually, taking a look at it, you could tell it wouldn't take too much. The hardest part would be procuring the wood. Beyond that, you just need somebody with carpenter skill. Above table proficiency in carpentry. But the hardest part of the repair would be procuring the lumber to repair it.
Do we know if Taddy or Otta said anything about them being good with
You guys have never had that discussion.
I would not assume that any of us. That's a pretty specific skill that adventurers probably don't have time for.
But while you are doing that and talking amongst yourselves, go ahead and if you want to chat in the group just for brevity's in the group chat for brevity's sake, we will jump back over to Odess and Taddy. Are you guys going in right away, or do you want to stop outside for a moment?
So I can tell you right now, I'm not going in and I'm not going to be anywhere near it
Okay.
when it goes down. No offense, Teddy, you're going to have to do this one on your own, buddy.
No, it's all right. Wait here.
Give me a second. Putting the map up.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I can.
Okay. I was fidgeting with my mic and headphones earlier. That's why I'm asking.
No.
All good,
To be
man.
clear, are you just scoping it out right now, or are you trying to...
Don't know yet.
well, you let
Mike-
me know when you're ready for the bag.
Above table, Mike, you remember all the info from last week? Or
Yeah.
from Brad? Okay, perfect.
There
If
is.
you're doing the same thing you did last week, it'd be the same result. With the exception of the perception check.
Yep,
Because now
that's
you know what you're looking
what
for.
I'm leading to. I was kind of hoping we were going to have the same situation.
Yeah.
You know,
Nope.
just rerun
That'll
when I did what I did when I shouldn't have did it.
absolutely. That'll all go the same. The acolyte comes
Okay.
up and stops you, and you can't go up there. And you, well, can I pray here then at least? And he allows you to. And then go ahead and make an investigation check. Now that you know where you're looking.
23.
You've seen a lot of trapdoor levers in your day. And they're sure as shit, the third one is for sure a lever. And you
Okay.
can tell that when you pull it, the statue will give way.
Okay.
The occupancy is still the same. There's maybe a handful of people in silent prayer. And
Oh, yeah, for sure.
holy people moving about, performing their tasks.
I want to take a really close look at the Acolytes wardrobe.
Okay.
Like, I want to, like, all of them as I walk by, make note of what they have in common. You know, if they're
Okay.
wearing a robe, red robe with a cross on it, you know, if they have a yellow hat for whatever reason. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I'll say go ahead and make an investigation check at advantage, seeing as there's multiple people you'll get to check on the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
24.
You are confident you could recreate what they're wearing.
Got it. On my way out the door.
All right. So you exit, and Odess is standing, like, on the other side of the alley, straight out from the door, maybe 15 feet away from you.
Yeah. And I'll walk up to Otis, and I'll say, I know where it is. I know how to get to it.
Sounds good.
I just need less people inside that building.
I don't know how to make that happen.
Well, I would wager the evening is probably going to have less people in it. The other thing is I can try and find out what their scheduling is for the Acolytes and see if there's any small time, but that's going to be time consuming.
So,
I mean, do we have a
expansion-
time frame on
expansion on the conversation you had last week. When you first walked into the temple, the acolyte that came up and greeted you would have relayed that the temple is open 24 hours a day for people to come and go as they wish, but services offered by the temple aren't available from what would be sundown until sunup. So about 8 o'clock at night until 6 o'clock in the morning is when the holy people go to their prayers and do their own thing. But the temple is always open otherwise.
Oh. So in that case, if the temple's open 24/7, in the evening, the Acolytes will be off doing whatever the Acolytes do then. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, that changes the whole conversation I'm having with Otis. Yeah, we can work on that tonight. I can work on that tonight.
I will go empty the bag and make sure it's ready for you.
Sounds good. A bag of holding? You're gonna empty the bag of holding?
Well,
It does
I'm
have
gonna
a weight
giggle
limit
at you.
It does.
of table.
More so, I need to go get rid of that bloody straw. But
Oh,
I also need to go take care of some personal stuff too.
I
So you
mean,
had-
you could probably stuff it in the pillow of Pearl and make her happy while she sleeps. I giggle.
You know what? Let me check something here real quick. You just gave me an idea. I'll be back in a few. Let me. Is it like? Are we getting towards the end of the day now, or what?
You're creeping towards dinner time. You're afternoon, late afternoon.
Okay.
Probably
let me
about
go
like
say
4
my.
o'clock would be a good guess.
It's been a second since I've said my prayers, so let me go say my prayers, and
Okay.
I will meet back with you at the apartment because you've given me an idea.
Okay. I'm going to the Rusty Anchor.
To the anchor proper or up to the apartment?
No, to the Anchor proper.
Okay.
And probably find a nice little corner somewhere somebody can't see me and
Okay.
change up.
Yeah, go ahead and change your disguise. It's too easy to find a place along the way. But we'll jump back to the girls, who just finished up their discussion about what they're gonna do, so take it away.
Well, let's go back up on board on top. Talk to Sir Melmax.
So you all climb back up the ladder to the top deck. And Nalnax is waiting there. Hopefully the ship is to your liking. Now let's talk coin.
It's a very nice little ship. It would be a shame if we don't buy it, if word got out about the massive hole that has been poorly patched in the hold. Don't you think?
Hole? I have no idea what you're talking about, my dear.
Would you like to come and I can show you?
Oh, well, me and ladders don't get along anymore. That's why I have to sell this ship, my dear.
Well, there is a patch job below where there's a pretty good size hole in the hull that will start leaking very soon. And your ship isn't going to be seaworthy for very much longer at this rate. And like I said, it would be a shame if that were made public next to your listing for the ship. Because I don't think there are many people that would buy a sinking ship.
Make a persuasion check. Fine. Look, you know how rough the seas are, but I need to still be able to survive. This ship was my only source of income, and now that I can't sail, can't afford a crew to sail it for me, I need to sell it. I can take 1,500 gold off the asking price, but not a penny more. A silver more, sorry.
How about 2,000 off the asking price?
Make another persuasion check.
Our ship's expert has informed me that it will be quite costly to be repaired correctly.
Oh,
You should have
yes.
went for half off on that.
You should have. You should have. All right. I can drop the price to 6,000 gold.
And we're gonna, I'm not we're gonna need to put a an agreement in place. I think that this would be safer for us if we do this as a payment plan, just in case there's other holes hiding around. So I propose that we, at 6,000 gold, we put down 10%, and we will pay you the rest at a later date.
That unfortunately is not acceptable. I couldn't accept anything less than 2,000 gold as a down payment. I'm already losing 2,000. I have to at least guarantee I'll have enough to survive until I can get a new source of income.
Okay, I'm going to look at each of them in turn, see what, as sort of a like, does 2,000 down sound good to you? Look. And I don't know if they know what I'm looking at them for or not.
Make a performance check. Pearl, Gallon, and Kit make an insight check.
Jesus Christ.
Kit's staring at the
Oh,
seagulls.
thank God.
It has full faith that Silt's gonna make the right decision.
Gallon, you're like kicking at the boards on the top deck, checking for loose planks. And Pearl, you're honed in. You get it. And you're muted, Pam. Pam. Pam.
Yes.
Okay. Any response as you see Silt turn and make a face at you that implies is 2,000 gold for a down payment okay?
I'm doing my math in my head because this is everybody's money. So I feel like the responsibility is on my head. I'm gonna call Silt real quick. Like, come here. Sir, give us just a moment, please.
I'm going to look very intently at Nalnax as I go over to her.
Do you think we'll have
Yes.
enough money? Is that we're making a good deal?
Yeah, it's not a bad deal, I think. It could be
And I'm
could be less, but
okay. And I'm gonna look at Kit and then call Gallon too. Like, come here.
What's up, guys?
Do we think this is a good deal? I just don't want to be wasting so much money on something that might sink in like day 2.
Pearl, I don't think it's gonna sink. I'm just hamming it up.
That's pretty bold of Silt to say.
I can still, I can get him. I can get him to lower the price. You just say the word.
Let me introduce you to my Minotaur.
Yes, let's do that. Let's see if we can get it a little. It's a little steep. We gotta think. It's a lot of money. We don't have that much.
Gallon's gonna casually like take out a dagger and just like start flipping it, and then like remove herself to a back corner, and just kind of
I understand. Like,
eye them.
if it was in perfect conditions, sure, but it's not. And
Okay,
I
I'm
feel
gonna like put my hand up to Pearl like a yep, get it. And I'm gonna turn around, standing where I am, turn around with my arms crossed. And I'm gonna give Nelnax a nice mean mug. It's an intent stare again.
Okay.
For, let's see, I don't know, like 15 seconds.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, if we give you a down payment of 2,000 gold,
Okay.
I think we're going to need to drop the price 500 more gold.
That's preposterous. You've already gotten me to drop it 2,000. Now you're asking me to drop it more just because I need to take care of myself. This is horrendous.
I'm just staring.
He's kind of like pacing back and forth, talking to himself quietly. A lot of... You catch some of it. It's frustration, mostly. Go ahead and make... whichever of your two is worse of intimidation or persuasion.
Worse as in worse for me or him?
For you. So whatever you have the lower modifier in.
Okay. Ugh. Not intimidating.
No, I can't do it. I can't drop the price anymore. You can see I'm on in my years. I'm in the golden twilight of my era. I need to be able to survive, and I can't work anymore. I cannot drop the price.
Well, ladies, shall we go?
Wait. Doesn't mean I wouldn't negotiate further. What if we dropped the down payment by 500? So you still pay me 6 in total, but you only pay me 1,500 up front.
I'm gonna look at Selt and wink. Like, that's better.
I'm going to... Do I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
Or... Okay.
You guys have known each other long enough. Pearl, what do you mean with your wink?
What?
What did you mean with your wink?
That, yeah, that's better. Let's go. That's
better.
good deal. We're good.
I will look at Malmax and say, we can make that work.
Lovely. Well, I suppose we have a deal then. And he takes a step forward and puts his arm out, his hand out for you to shake.
I will shake it firmly.
He returns a very... It's the kind of shake you would expect from somebody who's sailed all of his life. Firm, rough, and a lot stronger than the first handshake.
I'm going to, like, smile out of the corner of my mouth at him and say, should we go ashore and draw up a deal?
It'll take a little time for the contract. Why don't you meet me back at the Salvagers Guild in an hour? The contract will be ready. Have the coin with you.
Very good. It was a pleasure meeting you, Nelmax.
Yes, a pleasure, of course. After you, ladies. And he beckons for you to leave the ship.
I'm gonna say thank you. Nice doing business with you.
You as well, dear.
Did any of them see that his handshake was...
I was about to say.
Make perception checks. Pearl, Kit, and Gallon.
I didn't see shit.
Love it.
I'm still swinging my daggers and eyeing his handshake.
So all three of you definitely noticed that he did an actual handshake instead of the little prissy handshake he was doing. But Pearl, you're the only one who noticed that extra squeeze it had to it. You could tell there was some firmity behind it. You don't know how much firmity, but you can tell it was a solid handshake, not a frail
Yeah, I'm
one.
convinced that, okay, we got a deal. Yeah.
But once you're off the ship, he goes, "All right, I'll see you at the Salvagers Guild shortly. Get the contract written up." And he heads off down the alley.
As we're walking, I'm like, what are we gonna name it?
Where are the four of you heading next?
Ugh. This. We got an hour.
Yep.
Probably
Shouldn't
figure out
we
where
go
can
to
get some
get?
wood.
Yeah, let's try to see if we can get wood, and then let's get all the monies. So that's, well, the 1,500.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while you guys are heading, I'm assuming back towards the Rusty Anchor, give you a rough direction. We will jump over to Odess, who arrived at the pier for prayers.
I'll keep it pretty simple for time's sake. I'm gonna do my typical prayers that I usually do in my little spot.
Okay. Roll your D100 for your prayers. Okay. Soft, cool breeze coming off the ocean. Nothing else.
Well, that's quite common. So yeah, I will do that. The next thing I'm gonna do is get rid of the hay. If nobody,
How are you doing that?
it's a good question. You know what? I'm not getting rid of the hay yet because I have a
Okay.
different idea for it. So cancel that. But the one thing I am gonna try and do, since I'm over here by myself right now, is hold on. I got too many screens up here. I am.
Hey! Keep it in your pants.
I know, right? I'm gonna hit myself with a lesser restoration.
Okay.
See if that helps any.
Roll a D100. And a medicine check.
Nice. Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
So you hit yourself with a lesser restoration. I'm assuming on your ear.
Yeah.
Okay. You can feel the divine energy flow from your hand to your ear. Kind of a warm, calming sensation. And you sit there silently. And there's no change. And you think about it, and it's been a while since the ear fell off and was reattached. Probably needs something a little bit stronger than a lesser restoration at this point.
Okay. Yeah. That's all I got for here. I'll head back to the tavern then. At this point.
Okay.
Or sorry, not the tavern, the apartment.
The apartment? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you head back to the apartment, which is empty. Girls, are you going to the apartment or to the Anchor?
I'm gonna stop in. Is Bart working?
Yeah, he's always working. Why not?
I'm gonna stop in and talk to Bart.
Yeah, I was gonna
But I
say
really-
that's fine if we have anybody that, or he can guide us to anybody that might have somewhat the wood that we need, or anybody that might know how to fix what we need fixed first, and then just go up.
Okay. So Pearl's stopping at the inn or the tavern as well. What about you, Kit? Max? What?
I follow. My thing
Okay.
not working.
Gallon?
I follow.
Okay. So the four of you will walk into the Rusty Anchor. Bart Ender is working. And you
That's
also
great.
notice Taddy sitting in the corner doing what Taddy's doing. Before we do that, I'm sorry. Taddy, you had a little bit of time in there by yourself. Was there anything in particular you were doing?
There is one thing I'm going to do as I'm walking in.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to put my mark up for Vex.
Okay.
And then just sit and chill. Probably have an ale.
Okay. Just mark coin off for whatever you order.
Sure.
Trust you guys on that. All right. You sit for a while, sipping on an ale, waiting for Vex, and eventually you see the girls walk in.
Lift my mug. Greetings. Hi. Type motion. That's about it.
Girls,
Well,
what are you doing?
I'll nod to Taddy and go over to the bar. And
Yeah.
I'll.
Gal's gonna go join Taddy at the table.
Okay. Waitresses are working their way around, so if you want to order a drink from one of them, just pull the coin and it'll happen off camera.
I'm gonna slide Bart 80 gold and say this is the next month's rent.
Oh, I mean, you've only been there for like a couple days, and you've got first and last month paid already.
Yeah, we made an agreement for 3 months, and I want to make sure that we're going on a trip here soon. I don't want to be gone too long.
Oh, okay. I'm sure Agnes will be thrilled that she has such wonderful tenants. I'll be sure to get it to her.
Excellent, thank you.
Poor Bart doesn't know about the destroyed bed out in the hallway.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
it'll be
outside. It's out back.
Did you all just sneak that past him?
For
No,
the
we
record,
just-
while I've got the tavern map up, the stairs leading up to the apartment are like right here. So the bed is sitting like right here right now.
Outside.
Outside.
Yeah, outside.
Yes.
But it's like you have to walk out the front door and around back the Rusty Anchor to the staircase that leads up to your apartment. Just for reference sake, in case you need that information at any point.
Do you know any carpenters?
Well, I mean, everybody's kind of a carpenter in this day and age. You know, we scrap things all the time, but was there a particular type of carpenter you were looking for?
Yes, a skilled carpenter that can repair the hull of a boat correctly.
Oh, you want one of the shipwrights then? Yeah, if you head down to the marketplace where all the ships load and unload their goods, there's a little hut right at the end of the dock, and that's where the shipwrights hang out waiting to take repair reports from the ships as they come in. Just talk to them and let them know which ship needs fixed and what, and they'll help you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Can I get you anything to eat or drink, or are you all good?
I think I'm good. I've got some things to do. Thank you.
My pleasure. He walks off. Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna get close to Silt and ask her like, "Hey, did you ask about a carpenter? What's going on? I'm not getting anything to drink or eat. Just want to get it over with."
Yep, there's shipwrights down by the marketplace that can help us.
Okay,
You got a
perfect.
ship?
Yep, we're getting a contract drawn up. 6,000, 1,500 down. It has a small hole that we need to get fixed. Is Odessa
Also-
around?
No, we split ways.
He's probably praying, huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
He didn't say anything to me about what he was doing, where he was going. I just know that a business to attend to, and I'm just hanging out waiting for time.
Well, that's where I've seen him go when he goes off on his own.
So
Okay, I'm gonna say, Silk, do you want me to go with, and we can try to find this guy to repair a ship just so we get an estimate?
Yeah, why don't we do that while we're waiting, and then if you guys can watch out for Odess so that we can get our coin together to make this down payment. Maybe he went back to the apartment. Maybe he's down. Do you guys know where he goes to pray?
I would know because I've gone with him.
Okay, maybe check there. I'm probably not the person to. I don't think he likes me that much, so.
Yeah, I was just gonna nod and be like, okay, I'll go look for him.
Okay. All right. Taddy, see you later.
Break!
Yeah.
And then Cal's gonna like hop over the table and leave.
I'm gonna like grab Pit's hand as I walk by and like hug her with. You're with me, girl.
Go follow.
I'm gonna whisper to Silk, you two are so cute.
Bear with me because I was typing up the sale contract. Who's going where?
I'm going with Silk
Silk.
to find the guy.
Yep, Silk, Pearl, and Kit are going to the shipwrights. Galen is going to find Odess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Galen, you make your way over to where you have accompanied Odess to do prayers on more than one occasion, and he's not there.
Cool. If I knew that he was going, well, I don't know. Can I also try the Tears Pier? Where we all go when we're depressed and sad?
Yeah, you make your way back across the dock, and it's empty.
Cool. I mean, I am a ranger. Do I see any signs? Can I track him?
Give me a survival or investigation check.
I'm gonna go with survival. Hope that rolled. It did not, did it? That.
It didn't go.
The mess. Okay, roll in the chat box.
There it goes.
Nope, nothing.
Cool. Then, if I can't find him in the usual spaces, I will go back to the Rusty Anchor. And actually check the apartment, too.
Okay. As you get back to the apartment, Odess is there. Odess, what are you doing? What have you been up to prior to Galen's arrival?
Prior to anybody getting there, I am going to see if I can take some of this linen sheets that I have in my bag
Okay.
and make a pillow for Pearl with that bloody hay.
So as you go into the room and you look at the her pillow, you see that the linen there is already clean and already has fresh hay packed in it. So you would really just have to remove the old hay and pack the blood-soaked hay in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, yeah. No issues. You get it taken care of.
Can I address a very small detail and say that for the sake of simplicity, we've had keys made for people that are not me and Taddy for the apartment?
Yeah,
because otherwise,
Everybody can add an apartment key to their inventory. And then everybody take 3 silver off. No, 5 silver. For simplicity purposes, of course. But okay, Brad, you get her pillow hay swapped out with the blood-soaked hay. Anything else you want to do before Gallon shows up?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, Gallon, you arrive, and Odess is there.
Do I notice him looking suspicious?
No,
I would
he's
say
just,
at that point, I'm just sitting around at that point.
he's just kind of like walking around and, maybe dusting off some shelves or relaxing at the dining room table. Not up to anything.
Hey, Otis, we're gonna meet downstairs to start gathering our coin for the ship we just bought, or we're planning on getting. We have still have to sign the contract and stuff.
Okay. When do you need me down there?
Soonish. They're just going to go. There's a small problem with the boat. It's just a small hole that needs to get patched up. So they're gonna go see if they can find a guild carpenter to fix it. And then they're gonna come right back, and then we gotta gather our gold.
How big is the hole?
Not big.
It was like 4.5 feet wide and 3-4 feet tall.
it's not big.
Well, I didn't describe the dimensions earlier, so I'm doing it now for you.
I think he knows what I'm about to ask about.
I knew exactly where you were going with that, and fuck you, I'm taking your coin.
Compared to the size of the ship, it's not like half of the ship is missing.
Exactly. It's just got a
So,
somewhat
Yeah.
medium-sized hole in it, and it's gonna get fixed.
And is it like just slabs of wood? Like what's replacing it?
You know,
Oh,
Otis,
that's
honestly, I didn't really get a good look at it. I was looking at other parts of the
All
ship.
right, let's go down and talk to
You know
everybody
me,
then.
I'm just so spacey.
All right, let's go down and talk to everybody.
Okay.
But we'll jump back over to the 3 at the docks as they arrive at the shipwright's office. You approach, and a gentleman steps out with a makeshift clipboard and a quill. Can I help you?
Yes. Hi, my name's Silt, and there
Hi,
is a
Silt.
ship that we are purchasing from Nelnax, and it has a hole in it. We'd like to address this issue.
You say Nalnak? You're talking about the Old Glory?
Yes.
That's a fine little vessel indeed. Yeah, we
Yeah.
quoted him on repairs a couple weeks ago, and he said, "Screw it, I'm just gonna sell the damn thing."
Mm-hmm.
Is it still just the one hole in the lower deck?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, pretty simple. With labor and material costs, 300 gold. Unless you were interested in any other modifications or upgrades to the ship while we're working.
You know what? We will talk about that and get back to you. I just wanted to get an estimate from you before we sign the contract for the boat.
Okay. Yeah, no, not a problem. Here, go ahead and take this. What he hands you is like a little flyer of the upgrades they offer. It's really just a little sheet of scrap paper. But it offers like reinforcing the mast, reinforcing the hull, adding ballistas for defense purposes, things like that. And I'll get you pricing on that later because I don't have it right in front of me.
Okay.
Basically, that's if there's anything you guys can think of that you want to do to modify the ship, let me know, and I'll let you know how much the flyer says it costs,
Okay.
or if that's even offered. It was not a problem. Just come back here. We got somebody in the warehouse here all the time, so just let them know you want the repairs, and we'll get you scheduled.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Pearl. Okay, thank you. We shall be back shortly, I hope.
All right, Pearl. You have a good night.
And I'm gonna say, and as we're walking, I'm gonna say to Kid, like, see, that wasn't that bad. And look at Self, like, we did a good deal.
I'll just kind of smile and roll my eyes a little bit at Pearl. She's so happy.
I'm so excited. I was really terrified that the repair was gonna be probably more, and that's why I was gonna say, oh shit, like we made a horrible deal. With 300
Yeah.
gold, it's not that bad.
So we'll head back to the Rusty Anchor.
As
Yeah.
you are making your way back, Tatty, while sitting there by yourself, a gorgeous half-leg male, and we're talking like chiseled jaw, clean shaven, good muscle tone, comes sits down next to you. You know, we might have to switch over to cold drops with how much you're calling me. Keep having to stop what I'm doing. Come and sit with you.
Yeah, well, I
know
have a
life
little
is life,
problem.
but I got a job. Can't stop everything all the time, you know.
Yeah, well,
Anyways.
I got a problem that may be a Thieves Guild problem.
Oh.
I
Another
thought you'd want to
witness
know.
needs taken care of, I'm assuming.
I kind of figured you'd want to know this sooner than later. I
All right.
recently met a young woman by the name of Shireen. She said she's a receptionist at the Fishers Guild,
Okay.
and she recognized me through my disguise.
Was your disguise lacking? Some people slip.
It's
you
the
know.
one I'm wearing right now, Bex.
Above table, the name
this
she
look
gave you
lacking?
was...
It was
the-
Ren.
It was Ren was the name she gave you. Above table.
Ren?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know you could see her full name on the combat tracker, but the name she gave you was Ren.
No, it wasn't the combat tracker. I took it off the token. But yeah.
That too. Same thing. Okay. Well, I mean, we can do a soft check on this Ren person at the Fishers Guild. Do you have anything else to go off of? Any reason why we need to worry other than she recognized you?
It's not every day that you come across somebody who can see through your disguise and
no, but it's
starts
not
fixating on you.
necessarily. It's not necessarily unheard of either. I'll give
No,
it to you that
but
it is suspicious, but it's not so far fetched that it's an oh my god.
Yeah. Well, find out what you can find out, because it would make me feel better if I got to do a job to know whether or not there's somebody out there watching me.
See what I can do.
Thank you.
Is that all you needed, or?
Yeah,
anything
no,
else?
that's what I called you for, because
All right. Well,
ain't nobody want to tell.
we'll do some digging, and
Well, working.
you know, better safe than sorry. But
Yep. Thank you.
see you later. And the
See ya.
beautifully chiseled halfling gets up and leaves. A couple moments later, Galen and Odess come and join you. And not too horribly long after that, the rest of the party arrives. So you are all gathered at the corner table of the Rusty Anchor.
Okay.
Pearl's gonna say very excited. So we found a guy, and he only charges us 300 gold for the repair. And they're available at any time.
Everybody
See?
except for Pearl make an insight check.
What was this for again?
I'll explain it in a second.
Oh, not feeling insightful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taddy and Odess, When Pearl went, so we met a guy. You could tell there might have been a little spark there. Just for flavor. Just sprinkled.
Spicy!
Did you make a new friend, Pearl?
No, I was just very happy that it was very less expensive compared to what I thought in my head due to past experiences. And I didn't want, for us to know we made a bad deal and now we have to put a lot of money on top of it. So 300 gold made me just really happy. I mean, it is a decent sized hole. It's not huge, but it's a hole.
I mean,
Otis
put a
hasn't been
price
caught
on
up
that
on it.
hole.
Oh, stop it. Don't get me started.
I mean, I guess it depends on which hole you're going for. I guess.
All right, guys, we've got limited time here before gotta meet back up with Nelnak, and
Yes.
so
Yeah,
Oh no,
got
no,
about,
we're not gonna
got
get away
about-
from this one.
You got about 20 minutes before the hour is up.
let's.
And it's about a 10-minute walk over there.
Yep.
Hot damn.
Let's get our resources pooled.
I was just gonna pull out her coin purse and be like, take my monies! Just like throw it on the table.
So, for the sake of brevity, you guys will figure out how to get 1,500 gold from each of you, which we don't need to do right this exact second. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss prior to heading over to sign for the ship and pay for it?
Actually, I think that county needs to happen.
Okay.
Because
Let's try and do it.
at the end of the day, if we have just enough money for the down payment on the boat, what are we using to pay for the repairs?
No, we have.
We ran the math earlier. You have more than enough to cover the cost and the repairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
you'll still have like 600 or 700 gold left over if I remember the math. I think you guys had like
Okay.
2,600 collectively.
26 collectively. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
So, and I don't mean to rush you, but I want to get through the sale
Yes.
of this ship
Yeah.
tonight, so that next
So
week
we
we're
Sure.
done with it.
Sale next week.
So, all right. Any other conversation or anything before you go purchase the boat?
Nope.
Okay.
Silt's in
Let's get
business
the
mode.
coin and run.
All right.
How's the lighting looking outside? Does it look like it's getting close to being dark? I know there's the eclipse going on, but
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little, I guess, gloomier than it is during the day, indicating that it's past supper time at this point and about the time where shops would be closing for the night and people would be going about recreational activities as opposed to work.
okay. Then, as they leave to head for the boat, I want to head towards the temple.
Okay. You going alone?
On what?
Do you need the bag?
Oh yeah.
All right. So Taddy's heading over towards the temple. Is anybody else not going to buy the ship? Or are you all
I will
going
go.
down there?
I'll go with them to go buy the ship because I can't be with Daddy if Daddy's gonna go do what I think he's about to do.
I'm gonna give Odessa's papers back.
Okay. Anybody else going anywhere different? Alrighty then. So you all head over to the Salvador's Guild, and you meet up with Nalmax, who's waiting, having general conversation with B as you walk in. He goes, "Ah, there they are. So we have a contract written up. We just need a little bit of information to finalize it. Will only take a moment. We need to know which name to put down as the purchaser."
You can put down Silt as the purchaser.
Silt, alright. And he scribbles that down. He goes, "And we need a duration during which you'll pay the remaining balance."
We will pay the remaining balance within within 9 months.
9's a long time. How about 5?
How about 9?
Okay, 6.
Pretty sure I just said 9.
Pretty sure 9's not going to work. 6.
8.
6?
8.
6.
9.
It's a ship
I'll put
with
my-
a hole in it. We need to have it repaired. So that, unfortunately, is going to take a couple hours of our day. So that's an inconvenience for us.
Fine,
You
we'll
wanna-
meet in the middle from 6 and 8 and do 7.
7 works.
7 is good.
7.
Wait,
Great.
7 what?
Months.
7 months.
Oh.
Yeah. Odess is in contract mode with me. I got you, bud. He scribbles a little bit more, turns it around, lets you read it. It's a pretty standard bill of sale. Just says the possessor of this deed has rightfully and legally purchased the ship previously known as Old Glory from the previous registered owner named Nalnax. This deed was witnessed by B, clerk of the Salvagers Guild, and possession was transferred to Silt. Agreed by both parties, the buyers, Silt, will pay a down payment of 1,500 gold, which was witnessed by B as well upon signing this deed, and agreed to pay an additional 4,500 gold within 7 months. And the deed is dated and has 3 signature blocks at the bottom: buyer, seller, and witness. B and Nelnax both sign it and then offer you the quill, Silt.
I will take my own pen out of my pocket and sign it.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that quill.
After finishing signing it, they do like the old school thing where they put like some sand over it to dry out the ink and soak it up. Make 2 more copies of it. Same thing. Everybody signs it. One of the copies goes to you, one's kept by B, and one is kept by Nalmax. And I just put the Old Glory sale deed in your inventory, Silt. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to push through that. I'm assuming at some point you handed over the coin.
Yes.
Okay. He takes a quick minute to count it, verifying it's all there, and then everything's good. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I will see you within 7 months. And he holds his hand out to shake yours again.
I will get in my hand one of my little business cards I've been making up, and I will put it in his hand and shake it. And I will say, again, the pleasure was mine. If you ever need us, you can call on us. Just ask for me. We're staying at the Rusty Anchor apartment.
I will keep you in mind. With that, we are going to jump over to Taddy.
All right.
All right. Currently
And
standing...
you do a heist in 15 minutes.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
I think I can.
Currently
Plus, have
standing...
time to go for ice cream.
Currently standing outside of the temple doors. What are you doing?
Actually, my adventures is going to start prior to those doors.
Okay.
more or less a dark alley.
Okay. Changing
So,
your shape
uh,
again.
yeah, but
Okay.
this time it's not going to be one of my disguises.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I will put the disguise effect on me because I got a general one on my list. Um, this one's going to be a little bit more specific than the randomness.
I know exactly where you're going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. You already have the details, so I'll let you.
You walk up to the front doors disguised as one of the acolytes. Full
Perfect.
matching getups.
All right. I'll head into the door.
Okay. As you walk in, you notice a real shift in the ambiance of the temple. There's one person way in the back corner over here. Make a perception check. That
19.
that is a elderly dragonborn, seemingly in prayer, but you can hear him snoring softly. And other than that, the temple is empty. There are some voices, almost like prayer chants, coming from this direction,
Okay.
but that is it.
Okay. I am going to make my way to the altar as quietly as possible as to not disturb the old sleeping dragon.
Make a stealth check.
Absolutely. 23.
You have been rolling very well tonight.
Yeah, I
Almost as if you're not even there as you make your way across the temple.
okay. Do I still hear the chants?
Yes.
Are they like a monk chant? Are
It's like
they
a it's like a group prayer.
right? So it kind of is there a flow to it? Is it like gets louder and softer and louder and softer? Is what I'm
Yeah,
aiming
it's
for.
it's kind of like if you've ever seen Muslim prayer where the person in
Uh-huh.
front recites something and then the entire group recites it. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So I want to head up to the latch lever. As the group does their next chant, I want to pull a lever.
So you're going to try and time it for the loud part.
Yep. You got it.
Okay. Roll a D100.
17.
You pull the lever. The flooring underneath the statue gives way to reveal a staircase going down. There is no light source down those stairs. Yeah,
Okay.
so it is. You get ambient light for about 20 feet where you can see the next landing, but that's all you can see from where you are.
I will head into the landing as far as I can go, and I will get my hooded lantern out.
Okay. So you make your way down. Forgive the spiral.
That's okay.
But you make your way down to a little chamber. With your lantern out now, you can see a door to your left, to the south there a little bit. I gotta resize this grid. Give me a second. That's better. At the bottom of the stairs, just to your left, you can see a closed door. And the room you're in is small-ish, and there's nothing of real note in it.
Okay. Door open.
Do make a perception check, though.
11,
That's
13.
On the wall, just opposite the doorway, so right here, is a pressure pad. So like a stone slightly protruded that you would recognize as push it and something happens.
I'm gonna push it.
Okay. The
Push it real good.
floor at the top of the stairs you just came down goes back
Mhm.
into place.
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Okay. What are you doing next?
This doorway is available to me.
The door is shut 5 feet in front of you.
Can I push that door open then?
Yeah. It pushes open, no issues. You step into this room. So you can see... I'm going to use pings, actually. That way I don't have to erase anything. You can see in this room... it looks like nobody's been down here in a while. There's not a lot in this room. Empty crates. A lot of cobwebs and dust. But there's some books along the wall to... when you're looking at the map to the right, and there's a door off to the left, and there's some unlit torches hanging on the wall.
Can I do a quick scan of the books? I don't want to like investigate them. I just want to quickly scan over, looking for Poseidon.
Yeah, make a perception check.
9.
Surprisingly, that is enough. The spine on all of these books have years listed on them. Well, like dates listed on them. Best you can tell, each book covers roughly a 3-month time span. The most recent one was about a month, ended about a month and a half ago.
Okay. I'm going to just grab the first book.
So the most recent one in timeline, or the
No,
earliest one?
the oldest. The
The
oldest,
oldest.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just
And
gonna
just
grab
stuff
it, or
that.
are you gonna?
Yeah. Nope. Just grab it, stuff it in my bag,
Okay.
and then continue moving.
Okay. Just go ahead and add. Don't worry. I'll make a note on my end. What are you doing next?
Next, is that a door? Checking
Yeah.
the door.
On the left side of that room there.
Yep.
The door is unlocked.
Open it and walk through.
Okay. As you step through, you find a much wider open area. Lot of empty crates. A lot of you can tell nobody's been down here in quite some time. It looked like it was at one point an old like food cellar. So they kept their foodstuffs, their alcohol, all that kind of stuff here. You do notice on... Oh no, you wouldn't notice that yet. Never mind.
Okay. At this point, I am going to loop.
Well, hold on.
Essentially follow.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
You're gonna make a loop.
Yeah, just follow the wall around.
Okay.
Counterclockwise, looking for sea stuff, like
Perfect.
something that looks like it would be related to Poseidon.
Perfect, because the reason I stopped myself is because you don't have dark vision.
Right.
So as you work this way, things are about the same. You notice the drain grate right there, in case any water seeped in. When you get over here, this entire corner is shelves of books. A cursory glance over them reveal that they're along the same lines of the books you noted previously, just going back even further.
Okay.
The earliest one you can find goes back probably about 100 years.
Okay. Let's
Uh,
make that 2 old books in my
Okay.
bag then.
Yep. Not a problem. Working this way, you see a large open area to the south. Stepping
Okay.
in, there's 3 smaller rooms. And in some place, it looks like somebody slept down here at some point, probably like kitchen staff would be your guess. A preparation seating area. And that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the 3 rooms on the south side then.
Okay.
And check doors, if there's doors.
So there's no doors in the round areas in the bottom corners.
Okay.
There is a door like right next to your token there.
Okay.
So right there, that door is locked.
I would like to try investigate it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
$13.
Door seems fine.
Okay. Does it have a lock to be picked?
Yes, it does.
I would like to try and pick it.
Go ahead.
24.
Yeah.
You hear that nice, sweet little as the locking mechanism moves to the unlocked position, and the door slowly creaks open, revealing a small rectangular room with a variety of things in it. There's a small chest. I didn't modify the map, sorry, but there's a small chest about
That's
right
okay.
here. There's some crates and barrels with miscellaneous items. You said you were looking for sea things. There's one old rusted trident sitting in the corner here. There's some ropes and an old rusty anchor sitting here. You would identify a piece of mariner's armor, or armor typically worn by mariners, sitting in the corner over here.
Okay, the 3 loose items, can they be shoved into the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Okay, then all 3 of them go in the bag. The armor, the trident, the anchor even.
Okay. Don't add them onto your inventory. I will make a note and
I
get
will.
you the appropriate ones added.
Okay. Now, I would like to investigate the... No, I want to take a look at the chest. Does it seem odd? Does it seem...
Make a perception check.
$19.
Of course, I accidentally closed my notes right when you say that. It looks like a normal chest.
Okay, I approach said chest.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token. Making notes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you doing now?
If there doesn't seem to be any trapping mechanisms, any triggers, wires, any of that fun stuff, look for a lock, see if I can pick it.
Make an investigation check.
$23.
It doesn't look trapped or rigged. There is a lock on the top of the chest, however.
Then you know the next move.
Go ahead and make your Thieves' Tool check. Alright.
19.
As you go and slide your lockpick into it, part of the chest shoots out and just misses your shoulder. And you can now see the lid of the chest open to reveal tongue and a teeth. And that is where we are going to stop tonight.
I knew it! God damn it!
Wah wah.
On the bright side, everybody except for Taddy has leveled up.
Yay!
Oh, stop!
Nice. I have no idea. What
So I
will-
will. You don't have to do it tonight, but I will leave
will
everything
not.
open for a while so you guys can do your leveling up before next week, should you choose. And we will come back next week and see how Taddy fares with a solo situation. So,
Patty, I believe in you.
You can do it, Teddy!
thank you.
It's just a mimic. I got this.
Yeah, mimics are not horrible. They just kind of they're a jump scare is what mimics are.
Cool.
Unless you're really bad aim. But thank you everybody for coming to watch tonight's stream. Super appreciate it. We will see you back next Friday for possibly the finality of Fitz's Fuckers. Otherwise, we see you back here next Sunday for episode 21 of Waters of the Deep. Goodbye, good night. We love you and be safe, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.